channel. Today's video is going to be a pick a card reading, which I have not done in quite some time, but I was really feeling like doing one today. I felt like there was messages that needed to be shared. It is a super gloomy, rainy day outside. It's been thundering really loudly all morning, and I just thought this was a perfect time to sit down and do a little tarot reading. I love weather like this, but I know some people, can be a little, make you a little stir crazy. So I have 3 different decks here for you to choose from. This is a general reading, so take it with a grain of salt. I like to do these for fun, also just to share uplifting messages and share wisdom that, I feel like I can give. So I've chosen kind of darker themed decks for today's reading. I have the Edgar Allan Poe tarot here with a beautiful piece of fluorite. I have the Trionfi della Luna tarot, the illustrated version with a piece of prehnite, and I have the tarot by Caro with a piece of green adventurine. So while you're kind of focusing on the decks to see which one calls to you, I'm going to cleanse the area with some incense. So just take this time to focus on a deck that's calling to you. There's no wrong answer here, just whatever kind of initially draws you in is usually the right choice. If you feel like the messages don't resonate with you, feel free to watch the whole video and kind of pick up what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, everything is nice and cleansed now. Okay, so with all of that being said, I'm now going to go to group number 1. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this deck, then this reading is for you. This is the Edgar Allan Poe tarot with a beautiful piece of fluorite. So I'm just gonna shuffle, get just kind of the vibe of what you need to focus on. It's also the full moon tonight. That wasn't necessarily my intention with doing this reading today, was focusing on the full moon, but that is, that could play into it. The full moon is a powerful force. I know it's been making me feel very tired and drained. But we're just gonna see what energies you need to focus on, what messages the universe has for you right now. Okay, so I've just pulled 3 different cards for you to get a little message here. So we have the 6 of Wands, we have the King of Cups, and we have the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like there is some kind of a financial issue here. So we have 5 of Pentacles. So feeling kind of out in the cold, feeling like you have no hope, you're financially stressed out, feeling like the world is against you, right? So I feel like this is a sign to focus more on emotional things and creative endeavors more so than your financial issues. I feel like through your creative endeavors and your emotional work, that this financial situation will resolve itself. We have the 6 of Wands, and this is about recognition. It's about being recognized for something that you've done. And I feel like, I don't know, there's an energy around this that makes it feel like you don't like being in the spotlight, or you feel like you don't deserve it, and you're used to kind of being left out, and you don't necessarily allow others to put you in the spotlight. You don't allow others to praise you and recognize you for things. You'd rather kind of just suffer silently. And so that's something for you to work on. Is it's okay to be the center of attention sometimes. It's okay to be recognized and to be praised for things that we've done. We have King of Cups, and this is about emotional maturity and reaching that point where you have your emotions in check and you're kind of in charge of them and you can control them correctly. And it seems like this person in this image has all of these people around him because he exudes that energy. People want to be around him, right? And so I think the important message for this reading is to not separate yourself, to not run away from things, to be in the fray, be with people, put yourself in the company of others, because I feel like that's going to really help you. It's helping you. It's going to help you. If we look at the Five of Pentacles and this church windows right here, that's a symbol that help is there if you ask for it. But I mean, nobody's going to know you need help unless you ask, right? Sometimes people can't tell that something is wrong unless you voice that. And so I think that that's kind of the main message here, is to be with others, surround yourself with others, and don't alienate yourself. Allow the healing words of the people around you to help uplift you and to help you feel better about whatever is going wrong in your life. So that's kind of the main message that I see for you today with this. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It was just really simple and really quick. If you would like a personal reading from me, I do offer them down in the description box and my Etsy. But with that being said, I'm going to move on to group number 2 now. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. This is the Trionfi della Luna deck and this piece of Pre-Night. So I'm just going to shuffle and get just a little message to focus on. We do have the full moon in Aquarius right now. I know it's definitely drained me. So I know that energy is kind of lingering, and hopefully, you know, we can release the things that no longer are serving us and focus on what we need to let go of, and then set our sights to the future. All right, so I've just pulled 3 cards here for you. So I have the 6 of Coins, 3 of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so if we look at the kind of shadowy card here, it's the 5 of Cups. It's feeling like we don't have anything left. It's that depressive feeling. It's like you just feel like the world is ending. It's just a very overwhelming sadness. I think this is an interesting depiction of the 5 of Cups, because normally we have cups that are spilled over and cups that are still full, and so it's kind of like focusing on what you still have. And this depiction is like the tears mixed with the rain is creating kind of this flood, and so all of the cups are kind of being refilled. And I think that's interesting to look at. Sometimes when we let things out and we let those tears flow out, it can make us feel better. If we hold in our sadness and hold in our tears and don't allow ourselves to cry, then that can build up, and it just becomes even worse when it does happen. But knowing when it's okay to cry and you can let out those feelings is really important. This is actually quite hopeful because we have 3 of Wands. This 3 of Wands is like embarking on a new adventure, and I think it's interesting. So we have this cloud here, and it's also in this corner, but we also have the sun. And the sun is stronger in this image than the rain cloud. And so the sun will shine again. The sun will come out and it will dry up all of this water and all of these tears that have kind of consumed your life. And I like that we have 6 of coins here, because 6 of coins is about like an exchange, an energy exchange, giving back, giving money if you're financially able to. But I feel like in this reading, it's more about the balance. It's about karma and things balancing out. When we have these really sad times, I personally believe that the universe will give you good to make up for that, because we can't constantly live in this space. We have to be hopeful. And the 3 of Wands is a very hopeful card. It's about embarking on new journeys. And you've kind of decided that you want to make a change or a shift, and you're going towards that. And so I think it's important to know that no matter what you're going through, to hold on to hope, because that's just the way the world works, and whatever hard times we're going through will be replaced by good times, and then it'll come around and be bad times again. But how you look at the situation and how you view it and the feelings around it really shapes, you know, what's going on in your life and what can happen. So I think it's this energy exchange you're having with the universe. What you put out will come back towards you. So if you're constantly putting this negative energy out into the world, then that is what's going to come back to you. And that's not to say that you can't be sad. Like I said earlier, it's important to let that out, and it's important to feel sad and to feel those feelings. But it's when we dwell on them and that they consume us, and that's all that we think about, that it can be damaging to us, because the universe thinks that is what we want. So that is what they're going to give to us. So that is the message that I have for you, group number 2. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please comment down below. I love to hear feedback. If you would like a personal reading from me, I do offer them down in my Etsy shop in the description box. And now I'm going to move on to group number 3. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. This is the Tarot by Caro deck and this beautiful piece of green adventuring. I feel like the themes of the readings so far have been very much like looking at the sadness in our life and trying to focus on the good. It is the full moon in Aquarius at the time that I'm filming this, and so that might have something to do with the energy that's kind of being brought forth today. I know that the full moon has been very draining for me. That's usually the kind of energy I get from the full moons. But it's time to let go of certain things and look at what we need to expel in our life and what we need to bring in, and look forward to the future. That is what this time is all about. Alrighty, so I have 3 cards here for you. We have the Justice card. We have the 4 of Cups. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. Again, guys, this theme has just been, it's been the same through all of the readings. It's about focusing on the good. And again, there is a, and if you didn't watch the other readings, then you won't really know what I'm talking about, but there's this imbalance right now, and it's going to right itself. So we have 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups is about feeling disenchanted with life and feeling like bored, not emotionally fulfilled. We just feel, again, like disenchanted, like just life is bleh, it's boring, it's not vibrant. We're just sitting there and we're missing the beauty around us. We're missing opportunities, or we're missing things just because we're so bored with life. And we have Nine of Pentacles, which is like the complete opposite of that. The Nine of Pentacles is feeling content in your material belongings, and feeling and having that luxury and feeling wealthy in your life. And it doesn't have to be physical things that make you feel wealthy. You can look at the emotional things as well. But the Nine of Pentacles specifically is mostly about material items and looking at what you do have. And so I feel like it's important for you to look at what you have and not what you don't have. If we focus on what we don't yet have, then we fall into this kind of energy where we're so disconnected. But if you focus on what you do have, then this is justice, right? This karmic justice will bring itself about. And I kind of had the same trend in the last reading. And so I feel like this is just a collective message that really needs to be said. When we focus on the bad and not the good, that is what we're putting out into the universe, and that's what the universe thinks that we want. And I believe in karma, and I believe that the universe gives you what you deserve. But I love the saying that when we're manifesting, the universe doesn't know that we don't want something. If we're thinking about it all the time and we're bringing it into our life, they think that we want that thing. If we're thinking negatively all of the time, then that is what the universe or whatever you believe in thinks that you want, because that is what is consuming your life. And so for true justice to happen, right? Justice is blind. Look, justice does not know. Justice just knows that whatever is being put out there, there needs to be a balance. And so if you're constantly doing one thing, if you're constantly thinking about it and living it, then that is what you're putting out into the universe. You're putting bad karma into the universe, and you get that back. So, not to say that being angry or being sad or being depressed is bad. I'm not saying that. But when you have an option to choose how you look at a situation and how you're feeling and how you look at something and the feelings you have around it, when you have an option in that where you could look at it negatively or you could look at it positively, then this is a sign to look at it positively. So I hope this reading resonated for you, group number 3. I love to hear feedback. I do offer personal readings down below if you're interested. But with that being said, we're going to get to the end now. So I hope that you guys enjoyed your reading. I know that it was very short and to the point, but that was kind of the point of this video. I didn't want to overwhelm anybody or get too in depth. I just wanted a little bit of a rainy day reading for you. I really enjoyed sharing these messages. If you would like to go deeper with me, like I said, I do offer readings down in my description box. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a magical week. The full moon is almost done, and hopefully we can get some better energy. I feel like the new moon for me, the full moon for me is so overwhelming that it just causes exhaustion in my life. So let me know how the full moon is affecting you guys or affected you. This might go up kind of after the full moon. I'm not sure. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.